Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, Move 6 of Remember the Flowers. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on Ch2. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version early, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $5 a month. So, on the last Let's Play, we made it into the city where we went and bought some clothes and looked into the mirror to see what we look like. Which, you know, even though we have the long white hair, our face looks pretty anime normal. Granted, the main character's like, I'm bony and skinny and stuff like that. But he does look like he has a bit of mass on him, muscular-wise, and he has a, like, big scar on his chest, and also, like, ports on his back, a la, what was that one movie, The Matrix? Interesting. But, I don't know. But yeah, we left the shopping place, and now we're moving along. So set face. And begin. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. He says to himself. Guess I was right, that was expensive. Sorry. It's fine. It was my idea. And I'll get paid, again soon anyways. Just know, that didn't come cheap. Why didn't he just, nudge us along and be like, this is how much it is to get something cheap. Okay, thank you. Cooper huffs and nods, before letting me walk on my own. We walk again on the sidewalks. However, this time, I don't know where we're going. I'm curious about something, though. So, Cooper Kranger. He looks around to look at me. If you know what's good for you, don't ever say that name again. Okay, sorry. He huffs yet again and continues on. I really don't want to be in a bad spot with him. Sure, he's kind of pushy, but even in just the past few hours, he's done nothing but take care of me. I need to figure out a way to repay him somehow. So, where are we going? Home. I pause. I know we're going to resume, but what about right now? What? No. He turns to me. We're going to my home. You'll be spending the night. This time, I stop walking, before going wide-eyed. Wait, you're not homeless? I'm partially joking, but with how shady he is, and how much he smells, I was assuming he was. He looks completely done with me though, as he doesn't even give me a verbal reaction. He just keeps walking. I go to catch up with him. I guess I should expect unexpected things, like him being a joke. Like spending the night in this strange world with a strange wolf. Yes. Hey. Yes. Wake up. You're not gonna sleep the whole weekend away, are you? Hmm? I might be tempted if you let me. Come on, wake up, before I make you. I feel the sensation of Damien ripping the covers off, waking me up to a blast of cool air. Chapter 2. Objectives. My eyes have trouble adjusting for a moment, but I remember where I am. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh, that's Cooper. Cooper says it as he tries to hoist me up further, up his back. I think he almost dropped me. Despite the cool night air, I find myself swearing a fair amount. That's the desert for you. I think about 15 minutes ago, my legs finally gave out, and Cooper had to resort to give me a piggyback ride. He's not the best at it. I had to coerce him to take off his big rifle too. Damien definitely got him beat in that regard. Still, it's better than walking. Once we left the city, most of the paths were gravel and dirt. Cooper said he might have some spare shoes at home if I could wear. When I asked where he got them, he told me not to worry about it. He might be right. The less questions I ask, the better. Not like he'll answer them anyway. I'm so tired at this point. It must be near 4 a.m. Every time I try to rest my head against him, that stench blasts my nose. Although I'd rather not much breathe. I'd not mouth breathe so much close to his neck. I don't want any of that gross fur in my mouth. Hey, how much longer? Another quarter-mile, I'd say. Do you have a car? If I could barely afford an outfit, what makes you think I could afford a car? Ah, fair point. I really shouldn't be complaining. He is carrying me after all. Still, even if I can't remember most of what happened, I think I should be able to complain just a little bit. No more headaches or nausea though, which is a plus. Do you really live out here? No, of course not. That city is the only habitable zone for miles. So, where are we going? Again with the questions. Again with dodging of said questions. I gave an annoyed and exaggerated yawn. I know you said things were classified, but if we were almost there, isn't that enough of a window to fill me in? You'd be surprised how quickly clients will cancel a contract upon leaking information. Is that not leaking information? I'm starting to slip back down again, and Cooper tries to hoist me up. Please stop talking. I'm tired, and not in the mood to banter. Okay, sorry. He grunts at that, and I frown. Remember, I'm not doing this because I want to. I'd much rather be shooting the shit with my friends at the bar than carry your scrawny ass across the country. Sorry, I'll be more mindful. My heart does sink a bit at that, but he's right. I do need to keep in mind that we're not friends, or ever will be friends. Just coincidental acquaintances. I must really be lonely if I'm growing attached to this joik. Cooper sighs again, and even surprises me. No, that was a bit uncalled for. Believe it or not, you're one of the least insufferable escorts I've had to deal with. Even with the clothes? You kidding? You should see the bills I've had to pay just to make some of these clients happy. Cooper groans before ranting some more. Some of these mafia daughters think they're actual royalty. You should see, politicians and wealthy people like that. Because I guess they practically are these days. Anyways, my rant. I can't help but chuckle. It is certainly a problem to have. Can I ask, what they made you get them? Maybe. In the morning. It is morning. I try to press my luck. Fair enough. I'd like to think he smirked at that. We carry on in silence a bit longer, and I think I start to see cracks of pink invade the horizon. The sun must be rising. Is it okay to sleep when we get there? Might mess up the sleep schedule, but I'm exhausted. Lucky for you, I'm not one of 4 itineraries. As long as we get you to resume on time, I don't care what we do. Sounds a bit contradictory, though I'm too tired to challenge him on it. Good, because I'm definitely about to give out. Just a few more minutes. Okay. We both huff, and in trying to get comfy again with him one last time. His stench is getting less apparent the longer he carries me. Guess that's something. There, just up the hill. I eventually do start to nod off again, but Cooper wakes me up once more. I'm so sleepy at this point, I can barely crack my eyes open. The sun is definitely coming up, which illuminates the hills in front of us. It would be pretty if it wasn't so damn late at night. You mean morning? What is it? A capsule motel. think I've heard of those capsule motels before. Capsule hotels before, but not a motel though. Well, you see, you both share a capsule. I thought you said we were going home. You'll see soon enough. Besides, yeah, we have to get there somehow. Okay. Stay on. But I've made it this long, so I try to stay up. I'll crash on this floor if I have to. I just want to lay down. After I trek up the hill, Cooper nudges me again and helps to get down. I almost immediately fall over. Cooper has to hold my hand to keep me steady. Come on, almost there. Okay. He yawned loudly again. Cooper does as well, surprisingly. He literally plops me up against the wall of the first building we see. It reminds me of a cottage, both in size and appearance. It's completely contrasting the futuristic city we came from. Wait here. I'm gonna register us for a night. Okay. It's kind of refreshing to see him open an actual door. I feel a form of nostalgia I can't begin to describe. Looking around, there isn't much. Besides this cottage, I'm propped up against, there's some weird pod things. Now those contrast with the desert cottage. I debate on trying to figure out what they are. Besides, I'm too tired for that. Besides, Cooper explained it to me when he gets back. Maybe. If he's feeling generous. The desert wind is all that's keeping me awake. It must be summer around here, since the night air is somewhat tolerable. I think I remember reading that, in the summertime, it gets to around the high 60s. Not Fahrenheit. It's a bit chilly, but I was already cold before. Cooper's pretty warm. I have to say, being carried by him wasn't the worst thing in the world. Still, he could definitely use some pointers from Damien. Hey. Sorry, cough. Damien. Jeez, I really miss him. The stars begin disappearing one by one as the sun starts to rise. It'd be pretty if it didn't feel like I was about to collapse. I didn't feel like. Yet again, Cooper's talk taking a long time, but I guess this time makes sense. He must be talking with someone to rent rooms. Wait, does that mean I have to sleep in the same room as him? Maybe I can sleep in the bathroom. Better yet, get him to take a shower. The sudden door opening jerks me awake again. Cooper's back. As usual, he looks grumpy. We only got about 48 hours. This place is such a scam. It does seem to be the only motel around for miles. Guess it gives him a reason to jack up the prices. Cooper has a look of surprise on his face, with a tinge of what I think is worry. How'd you know what a motel is? The question is so stupid, I actually close my eyes in annoyance. I inhale out of irritation and sheer tiredness. You ask a lot of questions. Fuck off. Cooper rolls his tired eyes and scoots me along. Though, why are we staying for 48 hours? I thought we were staying for the night. I follow him as best I can, shielding my eyes from the rising sun. Number 12. What? Ugh. I walk right into Cooper, banging my nose against his shoulder. You know, that's the thing I found out, a year or two ago about motels? It's weird that, like, when I was trying to get a hotel for some fun time, let's just call it that, I found out that you can only rent most of the hotel rooms after 3 o'clock. And it's like, what do you mean? What if someone's traveling and they're like, I want to rent a hotel room at this time? It's not like they were booked up. It was just like, you know. I walk right into Cooper, bang my nose up against his shoulder. Jeez, warn me next time. Pay attention next time. We're here. We're in front of one of those weird pod things. I pause for a moment. Well? Well, what? This is the part where you're supposed to explain to me whatever the hell this is. Cooper gives me an exasperated sigh. Do I really have to? Right now? It'd be fucking appreciated. I raise my voice, a bit out of irritation, and Cooper cringes while lowering his ears. Okay. Fuck's sake. It's just a standard transfer pod. I don't know what that is. Remember? Amnesia. I pinch a bridge of my nose. Cooper growls quietly, and I have the half mind to stick out my tongue out at him. He can deal with my moodiness right now. I am tired. Just watch. You're not gonna die. Humph. Cooper takes out his axiom and slides it to a different screen. It's shaped more like a sphere than a flat screen. He spins it around before pressing onto it like a button. Okay, now I'm awake. It looks a bit staticky for a second. Then he rotates his arm forward. He's holding his free paw underneath the sphere, and something slides out of it. It looks like a key. Whoa. Cooper slides the axiom off and presents the thing he just dropped out of it. Judging by the stupid expression on your face, you're quite surprised. Most axioms can digitally store physical objects. This is the key to my place. I'll keep it and the other important things in it, so long as they fit. That's handy. It can be. I know some pricier models that can store a hell of a lot more. This, and a few personal belongings, is about all it can store. I see. Wow. Okay. That was pretty cool. Just don't grab it while it's in the axiom. It hurts like hell. Noted. As if I'll never get one. Cooper sticks his key into another device. It looks like a rod with a port in it, and locks up the pod. Whatever. If I could describe it, the pod looks like a big plastic egg with ridges along its sides. Maybe a couple of feet taller than Cooper and I. Then Cooper sticks the rod into the hole on the side of the pod. There's a brief flash. Then the outline of a door frame starts to materialize. Before I know it, there's a normal enough looking door transposed into the pod surface. Ready? Sure. Whatever. I just want to go to bed. Cooper takes my hand gently and starts to open the door. Close your eyes as we enter and walk. It'll feel like a long hallway. I do as he says, and walk with him. Okay. We walk for half a minute. I didn't get the best look at it, but there's no way the inside of this pod is that big. Can I open my eyes yet? Sure. And my eyes for hopefully the last time tonight. Fancy. We're in apartments. I'm assuming Cooper's. I take it that weird pod thing can transfer people to wherever you want? Aw, I see you knew I had a brain. Just took you a day to turn it on. Anyways, you said 48 hours. Why? If we go over that, we won't be able to exit the front door back to where we started. Meaning we'd open the door and end up where I live. And that is way too far for us to travel to resume. I see. Can I go to bed now? I don't care. I look around. It's definitely small. But it's clear that he likes to make the most of it. Can I use your bathroom? Cooper looks worried. About that. What? Ask him patiently. There's no running water here. Why? I'm not here often enough to justify it. I just usually stay in cheaper pods, instead of transferring home. How does that work? Cooper, when was the last time you showered, or even took a bath? That's none of your concern. Jesus fucking Christ. Whatever. How do you want me to pee? Just go in the bowl. It'll be fine in a day or two. I had to hear it. It's down the hall. Got it. Oh, my God. There's something wrong with it, man. Whatever. Let's just urinate and go the fuck to sleep. I spent a few minutes just trying to get sorted. Not being able to wash my hands was bad enough, but I guess I can't even brush my teeth. I chuckle. Yeah, that is something I should worry about right now. I walk back into the living room. Cooper's nowhere to be found. I shake my head, trying to get rid of the headache I'm getting from being up this long. He must have gone to his own room. That's fine. He can give me a tour any other time. I don't even bother trying to turn the lights off. I'm that tired. The lone couch in the room seems to be the best bet for tonight. As I walk up to it, I notice something. A folded blanket. Curious, I pick it up. It smells clean, with a hint of what I think is vanilla. Guess a wolf can be considered when the mood strikes him. I flop on the couch and take one of the only cushions as a pillow. One thing's for sure. It's better than sleeping in that alley. To my surprise, the lights start to dim. There must be some kind of sensor in the ceiling. I pull the covers over me, move my hair out of my face, and start to finally fall asleep. Now, question. If you were to have water service, but wouldn't use it, do you have to pay like a service fee or something like that? Or is it just like, you only use it, you only pay it when you use it? Anyways, something sizzling. Groggily, I sit up, trying to understand where it's coming from. I can hear it across the room. Sun's pouring in from the lone window. I guess it's morning. Well, morning. I groan as I stretch, my limbs popping far less than before, but still enough to catch Cooper's attention. Oh, morning. I yawn as I rub my eyes open. Yeah, figures. None of yesterday was a dream. Kinda surprised. Alright, I read yawn and it makes me yawn. Kinda surprised I didn't have any actual dreams last night, though. I wish I had a notebook to pencil down all my observations, but Cooper probably wouldn't know what that is. I guess I have to cope with the mental notebook. I get up and stretch again before shuffling over to Cooper. Let's check her face. He's manning the kitchenette corner. I didn't really notice it last night. Quite frankly, I didn't care. What time is it? 9:30 in the morning. We got in around 4:30, I think. Not the best night. I don't have most of my memory, but I can say for certain that was one of the worst nights of my life. Cooper's frying something on something. He's using a frying pan for sure, but the stove looks weird. At least, I think it's a stove. It has 4 solid red squares elevated from the rest of the stove. It's warmed up, though, even from here. Wait, do you have electricity, but not running water? I have my priorities. Apparently. Hey, if I didn't have to buy every amnesiac I found a new outfit, I would be able to afford it. I groan. It's a good thing you don't have to. I'm joking. If you say so. He rolls his eyes, and I do too. This is already getting old. Although the smell of what he's cooking catches my attention. It kinda looks like Spam. What are you cooking? Spam. Ah. That explains it. Wait. Y'all got Spam here? Sure. It's ham in a can. He shrugs. Okay, well, this isn't a dream. Maybe this is some sort of simulation. I start to dart around to look at what's familiar and what isn't. Everything looks like something we'd have on Earth. But I place my hand on my back, on those ports. You just woke up, and you're already having a panic attack? Huh? Cooper huffs as he flips a piece of spam. I don't know how many canines you've been around, but your anxiety is easy to read, even a mile away. Relax. But Cooper places the spatula down and slowly holds my face, so we're eye level. You're gonna be fine. No one's out to get you. You're not going to get hurt. Just relax and go with everything. This isn't what I was stressing about, but I play along. He really thinks I'm crazy though. Or enough. Thanks, Cooper. I pause. But aren't there people actually out to get me? Aren't there people actually out to get me? Oh, right. I'll handle them. Cooper picks up the spatula back up and continues sauteing the spam slices. Thanks, I guess. At least he's trying. Anyway, breakfast will be ready soon. Then you'll need to stay here for the day. Why? I need to go and get us some supplies and sell some stuff. We're really that far away? Yeah, I'd like to avoid another day session in the pod, so it'd be best to get as much as we can on foot. All right. I look around. What should I do? Nothing? You don't have to do anything. Well, I can do something. Like what? I don't know. I don't really do well with just sitting and doing nothing. That's a first. Most people I bring along love to do nothing. I guess not most people. Clearly. Plus, I do want to help pay back for some of the clothes. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hope you're not going to be self-conscious about them. I bought them on my own volition. I know, but I still appreciate it. Cooper rubs the back of his head with his free paw. I mean, I guess you can clean up if you want. He pauses. Just try not to touch anything. He gestures vaguely. Weird. He can see my confusion. Okay. I'll put away anything that could hurt you. I'm not a toddler. Right, sorry. Forgot. Old man. It's not much better. Deal with it. He smirks before placing the spam on some plates. I don't know why, but it feels unnatural seeing spam here, of all places. Regardless, I join him on the couch, and we start to eat our second meal together. Once I finish with breakfast, Cooper tells me to wait on the couch a bit. Eventually, he comes out with crates, similar to the ones back in the alley, and puts them in the living room. There are 4 in total. They're not huge, but they're not small either. Okay, there's nothing but junk in these. You can keep whatever you want, or throw away whatever you want. I don't really care. Thanks, I guess. If there's nothing but junk, then what use am I gonna have for these? Are you just training me to be your dumpster diving assistant? What? No. He pauses. Well, yes. Okay, joke aside. Anyways, it's about time I head out. You'll be gone for most of the day, right? Yeah, probably until supper. I snort. Supper. What? Nothing. You just have a fancy vocabulary. Vernacular? Whatever. Cooper rolls his eyes before he grabs his jacket with his rifle. Is supper like a fancy word? Before I leave, let me give you a proper tour of the place. I'll show you what to avoid too. Such as? I'm glad you asked. My room is off limits. Period. Fine by me. I'm almost scared to imagine what kind of mess his room is. It's filled with dildos. As you can see, there's not much here in the living room. You can vacuum if you want. Carpet could probably use it. The kitchen corner is there. Let's see. Cooper flings open the fridge. It's filled with packages and produce I don't really recognize. Besides one big compartment of something that looks familiar. Are those mushrooms? Yeah, they are. You can have some if you want. Not really the biggest fan. So why do you have so much? This kinda keeps for a long time. Useful in a pinch. I got these about 6 months ago, I think. I don't think mushrooms keep that long. Oh, that's handy. He said mushrooms, right? Maybe they're special mushrooms? I don't think they would last well after a week or two. Just wish they tasted better. Cooper says with a grimace. Anyways, there's canisters of water in here if you get thirsty. Okay. Cold water actually sounds nice right about now. There's some other stuff you could eat. I'd say anything on the first 2 shelves would be fine, even without being cooked. Anything below there would probably upset your stomach. Noted. I nod. I'm not the pickiest eater, but I do want to make sure my stomach is at 100% before trying anything foreign. What else? There's the bathroom. Cooper gestures down the only hall, leading to the bathroom. I went there last night, but didn't get the best look. What would be the point of this place if there wasn't any water? Because you can't take a shower or bath, you can't wash your hands, and this would just get full. Like, unless you're talking about pee only, but like, you know, it would be very pee smelly. Water evaporates. Cooper gestured down the only hall, leaned to the bathroom. I went there last night, but I didn't get the best look. It wasn't very big though, so I don't know why he's popping open on the tour. Toilet, sink, shower, all of which have no water. For now, I'll see about turning it on tomorrow. I snapped my attention to him. What? If you can give me a hot shower tonight, I'll be yours forever. Who would want you forever? He smirks before pulling open the shower curtain. There are boxes filling the tub. What's that? My ammo. Why do you keep gun ammo in your shower? Where else am I gonna put it all? Oh my god. Cooper can see how dumbfounded my dumbfounded expression and snorts. I'm kidding. It's just more storage. I'm not here very often. If you can clear it out before I'm back, the shower is all yours. I start beaming. Now that's incentive. Deal. Just try not to look so desperate. It's not an attractive quality. I'm sure you're quite familiar with unattractive qualities. Cooper tries to roll his eyes, but I can see that smirk curling up. That's it for the tour. Do you have any questions or need specific needs? I can immediately think of a dozen off the top of my head, but most are superficial wants rather than needs. I can think of a few, if that's alright. Shoot. Gotta get a toothbrush and toothpaste. I saw some in Cooper's bathroom, but I'd like to get my own if possible. Probably, I think I can do that. Anything else? Well, time limit, remember? Okay. I just want to know if you could give me a journal to write in. I can't afford to get you an axiom. No, I mean a physical journal with pen and paper. You seriously don't write on paper? Ever? Cooper raises a brow. I should have expected that. Oh, really? It's kind of wasteful, isn't it? I don't know what to say to that. What do you do when your axiom loses battery? It doesn't. Huh? I've had it for a couple of years, and I've never needed to charge it. It's somewhat solar powered. How is that possible? Don't ask me. I didn't make it. Anyways. Oh, right. Could you try and find me a journal and pen? They have to sell them somewhere. I'll see what I can do. Why do you want them? Just record my thoughts. Right. That's a completely normal thing to do. Anything else? Oh, no. Not really. Honestly, if I can just get a shower tonight, I'll be content. But I won't let him know that. Alright then. I should be going. You sure don't need me to do anything specific? Not really. No offense, but I don't think there's much you can do in your state. Just take a moment to rest. Alright, I'll certainly try. If you need to try and rest, you clearly have something to work on. I grimace. I feel like I'm being lectured by Diana. Time limit, remember? Yeah. He's leaving for real this time. This is the first time I've been on my own in all of 12 hours I've been conscious. I have mixed feelings about it. Wait, there's one more thing. I'm taken aback as Cooper reaches out for my head and, with his paws, gently place them on my cheeks and tilt my head up. What the hell are you doing? Looking. I squint a bit in his grasp. Dude, stop whining. Only take a second. I roll my eyes as he inspects my head again. Let's go, and circles around behind me. Tear her down a bit. I huff and do as he says. Easier to just go along with it, then put up any sort of argument. To my surprise, he starts to unravel the bandages around my head. Some of my hair slumps down, as if the bandages were a headband. What? Is it bad? No. I'd say you're healing fast. That's good. Indeed. Hang on. I'm just about to take a closer look. Before I can respond, I see him parting some of my crested hair. Thankfully, it doesn't hurt. I wonder, should I ask him about that? If I could believe more than half what he says, I'd try. Yeah? I think it'll be just fine. Thanks, Doc. Can you let go of my hair now? Cooper does, and I turn to face him fully. Was that really necessary? Kind of. I didn't check for damage at some point. Wouldn't want my employer to think I hurt you on your way over. How nice of you. Cooper doesn't take the bait, but instead opens his axiom window. He swipes the inventory sphere, screens, and tosses the bandages aside. I'm surprised it only takes a few seconds to digitize. I need to be careful getting rid of these. They could cause trouble. He swipes away the screen. Luckily, I know a guy. To get rid of bandages? Alright, I'll be leaving for real now. Godspeed. I have half the mind to push him out at this rate. You sure I'll be fine, dude. Seriously, there's food and water. How bad can I screw this up? Cooper raised his paw to his chin in thought. Oh my god, just go. Cooper snorts. Right, I'm off. Be back tonight. Remember to turn around. Don't look at the doorframe as I leave. I turn my heel, looking into the living room. Bye, Dad. Have a good day at work. Think we're gonna call it. I do like reading, but dang, sometimes it's just like, so long and I've already got a better day. And I could use a Coke and put the meatballs outside of the fridge. Big meaty balls. So that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So comment, guys, comment, say what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. If these rooms may near animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on Ch2, but if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, you can go to Patreon, where it's $5 a month. And until next time, Animal 6. Remember the flowers. So thanks and see ya.